What is up, my Shadowverse soldiers, and welcome back to another Shadowverse Evolve video. Alright soldiers, so we are in our final set of reveals here, and we are in the neutral reveals for set 17, Convergent Destinies. Alright, so without further ado, we have Maisha's Purgation's Vessel. Shows he's a 2-cost 2/2, and you can evolve her for 1. I'd like to say that this card is starting to look familiar, isn't it? Yeah, like we're finally caught up to the sets. I remember making the intro for this and then having this card, and it was pretty cool. I think I might change it when it comes to maybe 2027 or something like that, but Maisha is still like a pretty cool card. Alright, so looking at Maisha Evolve though, so she turns to a 3/3, and while there are at least 10 followers in your cemetery, this has Storm, but on Evolve you draw a card, and you can also activate for 0 play points to select any follower in the field, deal the 4 damage for every 5 followers in your cemetery, and then you can activate only once per turn. Alright, pretty simple. If you have 10 cards in the cemetery, this card has Storm, it's a 3/3. If you have the Evolve, you can draw a card, and then also for 0 play points, if you have the 10 cards, you can do a total of 8 to 1 follower. Alrighty, next up we have Great Mother's Embrace, so it's a 5-cost spell, so you can choose to. You can either 1, select any follower in the field and destroy it, 2, search your deck for a Viridian Magna, summon it and then shuffle, or 3, you may flip 2 face-up Evolved Natura followers in your Evolved deck face down, and if you do, you draw a card and then recover 2 play points. Alright, so I want to go ahead and say that this art looks absolutely amazing. Like, I might actually, if they had like a playmat of this, and I would actually pick it up, because that's absolutely amazing art. But in terms of the ability, for 5 play points, you're able to choose 2. You can get the Viridian Magna, and that's very big for any Natura deck. You're able to just hard remove any follower, which is actually good for any deck, realistically. And then, of course, if you're playing in the Natura deck, you can honestly get the Viridian Magna, and then flip up those 2 Evolved Natura cards to get 2 play points back. So this card does essentially just cost 3. Alright, next we have Hoverboard Mercenary. So she has a 2-cost 1/1. You can evolve her for 1, but she comes into play Fanfare, summon an Assembly Droid token, and then put a Repair Mode token into your EX area. Alright, so I believe the last 2-cost neutral was the Goblin, if I was correct, the Hex Goblin. I think that's what it was, and it does not pale in comparison to this card. So being able to just summon the Assembly Droid as a 2-cost card, so you can have the Assembly Droid out, and then you get the Repair Mode as well in the EX area, so that helps with a lot of Machina decks. Alright, and then getting into the Mercenary Evolve, so she turns to a 2/2, but on Evolve you summon an Assembly Droid token, and then you put a Repair Mode token into your EX area. Alright, so this is very good in tempo. So if you have the 3 play points, you play this card, you get the Assembly Droid, and then you have the Hoverboard, and then you get another Assembly Droid. So if you do need to crack it to do 5 damage or something, you can, and still have 2 Repair Modes into your EX area with just this card. Alrighty, next we have Cosmic Angel, so he's a 3-cost 3/4. He has Ward. When it comes to play Fanfare, search your deck for an angel card not named Cosmic Angel, reveal it, add it to your hand, and then shuffle. And if there are at least 5 angel cards in your cemetery, you can give your leader +2 defense. Alright, some more angel support. So you know the theory, if they keep printing support of it, it'll eventually get good, and angel deck is pretty solid, I would say. So being able to just go ahead and search your deck for any angel card and adding it to your hand will definitely just help you in terms of tempo, whatever you might be missing in terms of pieces in your hand. And then of course, if the game is going to prolong along with the Fanfare, if you do add the card and you already have those 5 angels in cemetery, you get to heal 2 while playing this card. Alrighty, next up we have Guild Assembly. So it's a 2-cost spell, and it's a quick. So while playing this, flip a face down evolved follower in your evolved deck face up as an additional cost. This card cannot be played without paying the additional cost. You can select enemy follower in the field and deal it 3 damage. Alright, so for those decks that need you to have X amount of evolved followers face up for certain effects, you can now have a neutral card that allows you to just go ahead and do this while also dealing 3 damage and quick timing. But I still think the best 2-cost quick card still has to be Surefire, just because it deals an additional 1 damage if it's an evolved follower. And come on, we're Shadowverse Evolve, so those followers still kind of like apply to this game. Alrighty, next we have Natera's Future. So it's a 1-cost spell, so you can look at the top card of your deck. If it's a Natura card, you may reveal it and add it to your hand, and then put an Ethereum Great Tree token into your EX area. Alright, so if your deck is archetype heavy, which it should be in Natura, being able to just go ahead and generate an Ethereum Great Tree with 1 play point is already enough as it is. But you do get to add the top card of your deck, that being a Natura card, to your hand. Alrighty, and next we have Unnamed Determination. So it's a 1-cost spell, so you can search your deck for a follower with Maisha in its name and put it into your EX area, then shuffle, and if there are at least 5 followers in your cemetery, it costs 1 less to play this turn. So honestly, the deck that I do believe that Maisha is probably going to get the most value in is probably Abysscraft, just because Abysscraft is just going to be burying the top 2 cards constantly. So Maisha is definitely going to get a whole bunch of things off of that. And of course, you can go into the older Maisha play when you get the max amount of play points to also play her and also be able to activate the Purgation's Blade as well. I know it's a big combo play, but it is a version of my set that you are able to search out. Alrighty, and lastly we have Iolon's Remain. So it's a 2-cost amulet. So when it comes into play Fanfare, you discard a Machina card, then draw 2 cards. And if there are at least 3 Machina cards in your EX area, you can recover 1 play point. You can also activate to engage this and then bury this card. To choose one, you can select a Machina follow in your field and give it +1 defense, or give your leader +1 defense. Alright, so this is a cool card if you need to have certain amount of Machina cards in your cemetery to get effects going on. And just being able to filter and just draw into more cards is very nice. And of course, if you do have those 3 Machina cards in your EX area, this card is essentially going to cost 1. And then at any point in time, you can get rid of this card by giving whatever Machina follower +1 defense, maybe a ward or something, or healing yourself for 1. And alrighty, soldiers, here is our U for the neutral class. So if any of you are looking forward to having Maisha as a U card, look forward to it, because this is going to be the alt art for the set. And alright, soldiers, that is all of the cards for set 17. I'm very excited for these cards to be in our hands and to everyone to play these new decks, because I am very excited to play Baphomet. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna kid you. I'm just hitting the ground running with Machina. I might play around with that new mage build just a little bit, but I'm really excited for Machina this time around. So I hope all of you are able to play these decks. But alright, soldiers, make sure you are safe in whatever you do tonight and safe whatever you do for the rest of the year. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah. TRINN. Just to get you away. What I got to do. What I got to do. Just to get you away. What I got to do. What I got to do. Just to get you away. You pull me too close, now we hesitate. Every single move you make, it makes me feel